Hey guys, Jason Leeno here. So today is Vlogmas day number 4 and we're going to be in the kitchen. I'm just going to show you my quick little lazy man crescent cinnamon rolls. It's something I like to do for holidays. Well, actually I just like to do it all the time because they're freaking delicious. Alright guys, to get things started off, we have to preheat the oven to 375. Now after preheating the oven, you just got to get these 3 simple ingredients together. A quarter cup of softened margarine / butter, whatever you choose, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar or normal sugar, whatever you choose, and then 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now if your butter isn't softened, you can always do what I like to do. Give it about 8 seconds in the microwave and that'll solve all your problems. Now once you got the butter softened up, it's pretty simple. Take your sugar, pour it in, take your cinnamon, pour it in, use those muscles that we've been working on all year with spatula, fork, spoon, whatever you want. Just kind of start mixing it all together until it looks like about that. As gross as that looks, I assure you it definitely tastes delicious. Now this is about time you want to pull the crescent rolls out of the fridge. Normally you can pull them out if you like. I just find leaving them in the fridge while prepping everything else makes it a little bit easier to handle and cut down the road. Now I find one of the easiest ways to open this is, well, pretty simple. You just take this little piece of paper here, peel it back, so, and it's as simple as that. Now after busting your container open, or delicately opening it, however way you choose, pull it out of the package, and then just find where it kind of starts breaking because it is a crescent roll package after all, and just easy as possible unroll it and keep it together so it maintains a sheet like so. Now right now I'm using a cutting board because, well, quite frankly, it keeps my counter clean, but you can do it any way you would like. Now don't be a little upset if it's a little broken up. You can just easily push it back together with your hands. Now after getting it to remotely look like a rectangle or, you know, some cinnamon sheets, just take your filling that you used before, put that on, and just slowly spread it around as evenly as possible. Now after that's all said and done, what you want to simply do is just start to carefully roll it up into what we'll call a crescent roll cinnamon log. Once you're done the roll, it should look like this. Now if you find that you're playing around with it just a little too much or whatever and you can feel it kind of start softening up, feel free to stick it in the fridge just to get it a little bit back to a stiff log. As bad as that sounds. That way it'll be a lot easier to cut and all the filling won't start seeping out. Once the cinnamon log's about nice and firm, good to work with, just take a knife and simply cut it. Nothing really in thickness, just whatever you prefer. Now, naturally, it's going to ooze out a bit because it does have prior slicing for the crescent rolls, but honestly, who cares? Just lick your fingers, don't be a little girl, and enjoy the lazy man's baking. Now, after eventually getting through the cutting process, what you want to do is just get yourself a simple baking sheet, and you can either spray it or oil it or whatever, but I find the best way with baking anything in general, just use parchment paper. It makes cleaning up a whole lot easier and it never sticks. Like, I know we've all had that experience where, you know, you put oil down and stuff still sticks anyways, and it's annoying as hell. So parchment paper is definitely a way to go, especially when it's only a couple bucks. Now while putting these back on the paper, you're going to have to reshape them just a little bit because they probably did get flat during the cutting process. But it's honestly not too bad, especially if you put the time in to get them stiffened back up again. It should be a breeze. Now spacing, well, quite frankly, I don't know a good spacing for these. I just kind of do a judge. We'll say about a 1/4 inch or a man's thumb. And in the end, it should basically look like this. Now by now the oven should be to temperature, so it's literally as simple as just sticking it in. There you go. And waiting about 8 to 10 minutes, or until brown. Now after sticking the cinnamon rolls in the oven, to make the icing for the topping is pretty simple. Take about 1/2 cup of icing sugar and about a tablespoon of milk. Or in my case, milk replacement. And then just mix it up until you get a nice little icing consistency. Now once it's all said and done, it should look like pretty much, well, I'll let you be the judge what it looks like. Now once that timer is up, it's as simple as taking those delicious little crescent rolls out and taking your icing and just drizzling a little bit on. Because the heat will definitely push this into even more liquid than it is. And they will end up being some delicious little mini crescent roll treats. See guys, not so hard, right? Now this is something you can make easily, no time at all. 8 minutes to cook, well, I'm 8 or 9, we'll say 10. 10 minutes to cook, and about 4 minutes to prepare. So realistically, 14 minutes for a delicious tray of cinnamon rolls. Let's be honest, guys, you can't really complain about that. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Now, as you can tell, these are vegan. Luckily, Pillsbury Doughboy, crescent rolls are vegan, so that makes my life a whole lot easier because I can eat these all day long. So, guys, before I get too ahead of myself in front of you, do me that favor, go down below, drop me some comments, because I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you decide to try this out, especially over this lovely Vlogmas holiday, please let me know. Tell me what you think. And also hit that like, share, and subscribe to spread that love. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, yeah.